Forged Trader, where successful traders aren't born, they are forged. And we are talking about trading. Trading involves risk. Please make sure you know what you're doing before you do it. Okay, let's switch over. Hey, folks, welcome back. All right, so I ended up having another good day today. If you were in the charts today and you were watching NQ at all, you know that that was not a difficult task as long as you paid attention to directional bias. This thing was going to go short today. I don't think there was really much expectation otherwise, at least not from me. And I'm a little torn on today's trading. It was 2 for 2, but basically I took a trade, I exited, it retraced a little bit, and I took a continuation on it. So I got a little extra love out of it. However, I kind of missed my entry. The time that I should have gotten in, I kind of missed my mark a little bit, and I got in a little later than I should have. Now, the reason I'm torn, yes, that was a little bit off of my rules and what I should be doing, but the flip side is that I saw the opportunity, and I struggled with this in the moment as far as, was this a FOMO decision? Was I just not wanting to wait for another entry opportunity? And based on the way that the market's been going the last couple of days, I really just did not expect that there was going to be a significant entry opportunity, but I did expect that the market was going to move pretty significantly. And so I did, took my short, I did get a trade entry, I just didn't take it at that moment. So I got in a little bit late, and so ultimately, yeah, it's kind of where I'm torn, right? So I'm pleased with the ultimate results. Obviously, as you can see on here, my PA, I was up another 534, so a couple bucks more than what I did yesterday. And in the evaluation that I'm trading right now, up over a little bit over 1,000 for the day as well. I'm trading that one 2x as we talked about before. So I don't know, I'm 560 bucks away from passing that second evaluation into a PA. As I continue to move my PA forward, I'm at 51,274. So what does that put me at? Another what? 1,400, 1,400 from payment threshold. Now that is my next milestone. That is what I'm working towards. Is actually getting that first payment, which, you know, it's not going to be a big one. Realistically speaking, it's probably not going to be a huge payout. Probably be enough to cover a couple of PA fees and a few more evaluations, if we're being honest. But that's not really the point. The point is this is a threshold for me that I have not hit before. And as I keep talking, it's about progression, not perfection. And this is yet another sign that I'm moving forward. Today, you know what? I don't think that the trades that I took were high-risk trades by any stretch of the imagination, considering the movement of the market. By the time I got into the second one, it was pretty clear that things were moving in the direction that they were. And I did wait for the retrace before I entered the trade. So that was a little bit more of a legit entry. But all of that said, I think the big takeaway for me is, okay, yeah, I needed to pay a little bit better attention early on, but I don't like to trade right after the market opens. I just think there's just too much opportunity for things to go a little awry. And so I wasn't as attentive as I should have been. Now, the entry, once I looked at it, was clear as day, right? But anyway, I think the big thing for me is that my market read is getting much stronger. Now, days like today, I don't know. I'm going to call it fairly obvious. Some people may disagree with me, and that's fine. But for me, what I was seeing was a fairly obvious trajectory for the day. And quite frankly, there was a temptation to keep the trade on and let it roll. And had I done so, I probably would have passed that evaluation. I would have been significantly closer on that PA to the payout threshold. But that's where the discipline for me really had to kick in today, because as confident as I was in the move, I mean, a $500 update on a PA is that you can't be upset about that in any way, shape, or form. But it's those, I want to get a little bit more, or I want to make up for this, or whatever the case may be. Those are the issues that usually, historically for me, have been that kiss of death. And knowing that, I'm on a pretty solid trajectory of making good decisions and holding myself in check when I need to, I really just didn't want to let that moment slip. $1,000 up on the evaluation, $500 up on the PA. That was more than I could have ever hoped for a year ago to even have 2 back-to-back days like this. So I did stop it. I didn't have a solid target, and I got to tell you, this has been a little bit of a struggle for me the last couple of days. I say it's a struggle. It's worked out pretty well for me. But not having that solid target, because the market is moving into a place where it hasn't been for a long time. And quite frankly, the demand zones that it continued to move towards, honestly, those have not been holding. So thanks to Kevin, my coach, for helping me sort of see this a little bit more clearly. We had an awesome call yesterday where we talked about a little bit more in terms of confirmations, not just seeing the signal, but seeing the signal in conjunction and context of everything that's around it. Not new concepts for anybody who's been trading for a minute, but certainly not the easiest things to implement from day one. So as I continue down this journey, as I continue down this road, I'm super excited about where I am. I'm hoping that these insights continue and that my results continue to remain positive day after day. But I do know that there's going to be down days, there's going to be struggles, there's going to be days where it's going to look obvious to me and it's going to slap me in the face. And so by being prepared for that, I think that puts me in a pretty good place in terms of managing and maintaining my mindset. So pretty cool trajectory. I think that these are going to be great foundations to start season 2 of the Forge Trader podcast, which will be coming back out in August. So look for that on iTunes and Spotify. And if you're not caught up, make sure to catch up on episodes 1 through 12 that are currently online and ready to roll. Anyway, as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me a little bit today. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. God bless, and I'll see you.